Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Eat Safe New York movement, why it's absolutely essential if you're a restaurant or bar or a hotel in New York City with a restaurant or a bar in it. Who are we? We're New York City's latest and greatest hospitality group. We're made up of owners, managers, and directors of restaurants and bars throughout the city. We are not politically motivated in any way, shape, or manner. We're not out here to lobby for indoor dancing, outdoor dining, alcohol to go. We have the political groups for that. They want to give them something to focus on. There it is. Our concern is increasing occupancy, employee retention, and increasing profits across the board by eliminating the need for third-party apps in the city. It's not necessary. We have the connections. We have the ability to build our own app. We don't need to be sending all of our profits out to Silicon Valley to third-party apps. So first and foremost, we're going to get through this as quickly as possible. Go to the website for complete information, EatSafeNY.com. There's a lot there. We have a lot of fantastic sponsors on board. You see everything they have to offer. It's absolutely phenomenal in every way, shape, and manner. I'm just going to cover the key points here, the ones that let you know why it's a very simple decision to jump on board if you're an independent restaurant or bar in New York City. You can get the rest of the information there if you want, or just sign up. That's all you really need to do. Your minimum contribution to do this is only $3 a day, so it's really a no-brainer situation any way you look at it. You're going to save tens of thousands of dollars a year in commissions. You're going to increase your occupancy 2 or 3 times over, and you get tons of free stuff from our sponsors and ongoing discounts throughout the year. So it's pretty overwhelming for $3 a day, okay? So first and foremost, we're creating a directory, online and in-app directory of all the safest places to eat or drink throughout New York City. This is where all residents and visitors to the city can get live directions, direct links, and the ability to place an order with one of our restaurants directly. You process your own orders, you retain your own information, and most importantly, you retain all of your profits. You're not sending them out to the third-party apps. There are no marketing contributions. There are no minimum mandatory fees. There are no commissions. None of that. Why? Because it's owned by the members of the movement. If you're going to pay for any of that, you'd just be paying yourself, right? Okay? Now, the app is up to 90% cheaper for your customers to use. This is why it's absolutely phenomenal. If you've been in this industry and you keep up with it, you know that 85% of all people will prefer to do business directly with the restaurant. Eater.com did one of those studies a couple of years ago. What does that mean? That means through the Eat Safe New York app and website, they deal directly with the restaurants themselves. This is what they want to do. They get their food hotter, faster, fresher, and untampered with, especially if you deliver your own food. If you don't deliver your own food, we have Postmates to pick that up for you here in the meantime, until we establish our own delivery crews out there to service our own member restaurants. So it's absolutely phenomenal. Now, the app is getting promoted all over the place. We're in the airports, the subways, we're in the hotels, we're in the rideshare program, we're in the taxi cabs, the Ubers, the Lyfts. We've got postcards. Maybe we'll throw up some examples here for you. All this discounted material is available to everybody, but we're handing out free postcards and business cards to all visitors to New York. We're getting them in the bus terminals even. We've got the bus drivers on board letting everybody know while you're in New York City, you want to eat safe. Utilize the official Eat Safe New York website and app, where you're going to find all the safest places to eat throughout the city. And if you order through the app, you're going to save up to 90% in doing so, and you're going to support our local businesses as well. What does that mean? That means increased occupancy across the board 2 and 3 times. If 60% of people, visitors to the city, typically don't eat at independent restaurants because they fear getting sick, now they have third-party credibility at these places. Now they're designated safe eateries. These are the only places you want to eat when visiting New York City. If you want to ensure you're not going to get sick, you have the highest probability of not getting sick by eating or drinking at one of these establishments. How is that made possible? Because we have our own EPA-certified disinfectant, which kills off all viruses, variants, and bacteria immediately on contact. So what does that mean? Every time one of our customers come into one of these designated safe eateries, they know that table was just decontaminated. We cannot ensure somebody didn't just sneeze and throw some particles into the air, but we can guarantee that table was just wiped clean and disinfected prior to you getting there. This is significant. In or out of a pandemic, because out of a pandemic, 60% of people avoid independent restaurants. In a pandemic, more like 95% avoid restaurants. That flag that a franchisee carries gives them a certain level of confidence, and it instills this confidence into the customers. They believe that they're adhering to a specific level of requirements in order to maintain a certain level of cleanliness. Whether they do or not, people trust that franchise flag. The Eat Safe New York badge and logo are your flag for independent restaurants, for people to see you are absolutely one of the cleanest places to eat or drink throughout New York City. It gives them the peace of mind and a sense of security that they need to dine in or eat out from your establishment. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's going to increase your occupancy significantly. We've already put flags and member decals and window stickers at places, and they've increased their business 30 to 35% just by putting the flag out there in a window decal. Aside from the customers, you got to look out for your employees. We lost thousands of employees during the pandemic. Let's face it, there's no question about it. They jumped ship. The CDC labeled restaurants as the most dangerous job in America for the last 2 years in a row. Whether or not it was actually the most dangerous job in America, I don't know. It was enough to scare off the employees, made them go to different industries. And now that they can be aware, we have a list of restaurants that are designated safe eateries that are decontaminated on a regular basis throughout the door. And the employees are doing this decontamination themselves. They know it's taking place. They know these are the safest places to be. Now they understand where they can work safely. Online, you have a free job board for you to utilize. You can post unlimited available positions all year long on this job board. Employees can upload a resume. Anybody that wants to work in a designated safe eatery and remain safe can upload a resume in a 3-minute video telling you a little bit about themselves, their experience, any position that they're applying for. The video is absolutely phenomenal. It attracts employees because everybody wants to work safely if they possibly can. Same goes with the consumers. If you give them a choice to eat a decontaminated facility, a designated safe eatery, or one that is not, they're going to choose to eat safe every time. Same with the employees. After coming out of this pandemic that's killed millions of people, and we need to get them back to jump ship, are they going to jump ship to come back to a restaurant that is high risk and never decontaminated, or are they going to come back to one that is a designated safe eatery, has a third-party credibility of the Eat Safe New York movement, where they know they have a much better likelihood of surviving? Obviously, they're coming to a designated safe eatery. I don't need to tell you that. Now, we know most New Yorkers themselves, the residents in some boroughs, really don't care about the pandemic at this point. They'll take the slice of pizza with a side of Corona. They don't care, right? However, we want to convert them over to the Eat Safe New York movement. We want them utilizing the website and the app as much as possible because it saves you money. You put all that money back in your pocket, right? 10, 15%. Whatever your establishment is at, that's tens of thousands of dollars a year. How do we do that? We have flyers online available as well. Everything is at hugely discounted prices, right? You slip one of these flyers, it comes from our members at Science Plus, you pay pennies on the dollar. These flyers that you'd pay $1.50 a piece for in the city, we get them for pennies, literally 8, 10, 12 cents, okay? You slip one of these in your to-go bag, let them know that you are now a designated safe eatery and they can save up to 90% in online fees just by utilizing this app to get their order processed by you directly. They're going to do it. Why? Because they're faithful. New Yorkers want to support their local businesses as much as possible. There's no question about it. When you give them that opportunity, they're going to take advantage of it. So convert them over as well. They could probably care less if you're safe. All the tourists, 100% of the tourists care whether or not you're safe. The New York residents, maybe not so much. In Manhattan, yes, they want to make sure you're safe. You go to any other borough, it starts decreasing. They don't really care. They're over this whole virus situation, this pandemic. They want to put it behind them. They don't care. But they will support the restaurants when given the opportunity. Speaking of which, discounts. There's more of them online. But most importantly, the disinfectant, right? You pay $3 a day to be a member, but you got to be disinfected as well. And you're probably thinking, well, that's where they're going to get us. This disinfectant is going to be insanely priced. You're wrong. The disinfectant is practically free too, right? What do you pay for a bottle of Microban? 32 ounces, $6, $7 from your online restaurant supply houses and depots, right? Absolutely. What do you pay for the Eat Safe New York EPA certified disinfectant? 38 cents a bottle. You get a huge concentration. You fill up 128 bottles for 49 bucks. There you go. How long is 128 bottles going to last you? It depends. You're going to use it on your tables after every seating, your chairs. You're going to use it on your counters, your bar tops, your kitchens, and your bathrooms, right? In any common areas. 128 bottles will go a long ways regardless. It's only 38 cents a bottle. You can't beat that price. In addition to that, right now, one of our sponsors is 67reviews.com. They give you free online review and reputation management to all of our customers. Anybody signing up right now gets this for free for a limited time. You can get a whole year for free. It's absolutely fabulous. It retails for $400 a month. You get it for free. We are paying you to be a member, literally, significantly. What is online review and reputation management? If you don't already know, you're already behind in the times. It's absolutely essential. It's necessary, especially if you're in New York City. This is how you increase your Google star rating. This is how you get automated reviews. This is going to multiply the number of reviews you get. You're going to put these reviews on Google, Yelp, all restaurant review sites. You can point them anywhere you want to point them. If you got 2,000 reviews on Google and only 500 on Yelp and you want to point them over there and get that number up, you can do that just as well. You have review gating. This gates out all the obnoxious people who write illegitimate reviews about you to try to damage your reputation. A lot of these come from your competitors. When you see them come across, if it's 3 stars or less, you have the ability to block it from being posted online. We want to keep a fair review process going on here. So you determine what is fair and what is not. The gating feature is absolutely phenomenal. You have to maintain a 4.5 or higher rating in order to appear in the top rated filter. 68% of all people use the top rated filter on Google. Why? Because they don't want to sift through 25,000 restaurants on a daily basis when they're looking for something to eat. They use a top-rated filter. They narrow it down to the ones with the best food, the best service, and the highest star rating. This service gets you there, does so much more for you. It scrapes the internet to find out who's utilizing the best advertising, who's getting the best return on their money. It does a lot for you. It's free. It's absolutely fabulous for a limited time. You can get a full year for free. If you go with the annual plan, you can get a monthly subscription for free, month per month. If you go with the month per month plan, it's absolutely phenomenal in so many different ways. There's no reason not to be a member. We're literally paying you to be a member. Go to EatSafeNY.com, get signed up. There's so many other benefits. I can't even get into everything right now. I would love to. I've got to keep this video as short as possible. Get signed up today. Be glad that you did. This is the best thing you could possibly do for your business. If you're an independent restaurant or bar in New York City, bar none, get it done. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much.